I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. Today I want to talk about conscious communication, but mostly in the sense of what really happens after those first 4 seconds. And I've discussed this before, but I got to hammer this point home. Remember, the beauty of the straight line system is that it's centered around the idea, the notion, or better yet, the truth, that there are no stupid statements allowed in the sales process. There's no free words, no time for idiocy and morality to come out of your mouth. In other words, if you do everything right in those first few seconds and you're perceived as an expert, and then 1 minute later some inanity comes out of your mouth and you just sound like a moron. The words don't make sense. What you're saying just doesn't jive. You know what they say? Bullshit. The conscious mind steps in. So yes, in those first 4 seconds, no doubt, the unconscious mind rules. But it's not like that decision that the unconscious mind makes is set in stone. It's the exact opposite. That decision is basically mutable. It can change like that based on what your conscious mind then sees as it moves through the sales process. Your conscious mind stands constant vigil, looking to weed out and suss out bullshit that comes out of any salesperson's mouth. And if it sees it, it says, I was fooled. No, this person's not really an expert. They were trying to get over on me. And just like that, all the goodwill you have, all the rapport you built, everything just falls by the wayside. You can't close. Point being, in another frame of reference, rapport is not a constant. Control is not a constant. Nothing in sales is a constant. You can never rest on your laurels. Remember, ABC, always be closing. Each word out of your mouth matters. Each gesture matters. Every bit of how you move your body, each tonality you apply, all matters. With many people, later on, as they move, like let's say in minute 2 or 3, what happens is, as the day gets longer and longer, they're 3, 4 hours, 5 hours into a day, they're making the same pitch again. They're making the pitch 30th time. They start to habituate. They lose their certainty because they start to feel foolish. They keep saying, why should I sound so certain? I keep saying the same. The other person, they're hearing it for the first time, guys. Remember that. With the straight line, it shows us the great truth about selling, that you can never let your guard down. You're always being judged. The salesperson is always essentially on trial to the conscious mind of the prospect. Their unconscious mind bows out after those initial few seconds. It's always there watching and taking in everything and forming patterns. But the unconscious mind doesn't really play into the sort of the logical of like, okay, why do things add up? It comes back into play when you then future pay someone in the back half of the sale and start moving them emotionally and making them run the right movie, and that movie hits a pattern and issues a gut feeling that says, I must have it. The conscious mind says, yes, it makes sense, it adds up. Empirically, it's a good deal. The unconscious mind says, I must have this. If you just create logical certainty, you know what the conscious mind says? Oh, it sounds good, let me think about it. That's it always wants to think more. It's the conscious mind. The unconscious mind says, I gotta have it now. It hurts, and I want it to stop hurting, and this should make me feel better because I just saw how it looks. So that's what you're doing. So remember, there's no free words, no time for stupid statements, no way to go for the price of tea in China, talk about inanities. People are watching you. As a salesperson, you need to know your shit. Remember, we always want to act as if, but we're acting as if and rapidly closing that knowledge gap. You act like an expert as you're becoming an expert. That's the trick. All right, guys, I love you. I'm going to cut this a little bit short today because I'm fucking boiling. Honestly, I need fucking salt pills in front of these lights here, okay? I've been taping all day, so before I pass out, you guys don't see me again for like a week, all right? I'm going to cut a little bit, make it a little shorter one. It's a good one today, and I'm going to go back outside tomorrow and do another one. Take care. I'll see you then.